we are going to be playing on Helms Deep. I'm going to be doing the book version of Helms Deep. Now, the game that I'm using is Third Age. Well, it's DAC, which is a submod of Third Age Total War, which I think now is a standalone mod. I think the creators, I remember hearing about it, that the creators made it to where you just have to download DAC in order to do so. And this is on version 4.5. But today we are going to be, and I'm going to be trying to recreate the Battle of Helms Deep, but the book version. So the movie version had just had some elves, and they defend this wall. It gets attacked at night. Ladders go up. The wall explodes, and they pour in. The book version does have this exploding, but no elves, and is a little bit different. So we're going to be recreating with about 2,000 Rohirrim, and I have to hold out, and I have a timer, for at least 30 minutes, which would symbolize the Rohirrim coming. And since it's only me who's doing this, I can't get the Rohirrim to show up and attack and defeat the Orokai who are attacking me, which there are two armies. I'm outnumbered, and I'm using not nearly as good as troops as they are, to symbolize that a lot of these are militia, even though they do have the weapons and armor upgrades, but only the level 1. Give them a little bit more skin, and hopefully they hold up just a little bit better. This force is representing Theoden's elite bodyguard unit, or not elite bodyguard, his royal bodyguard. They're dismounted. And there is Theoden. He has a unique model on the campaign map if you ever play the campaign. And if you ever want me to do a Rohan campaign, let me know. But anyways, I will not be playing the music. The sound will be off. The recording software that I'm using doesn't allow me to do that. It's a free trial version. Anyways, but I will hopefully soon be getting the actual version and maybe can redo this. But anyways, after further ado, I do have a few archers down here, but I think I'll leave the rest for up top so they can shoot down on the advancing orcs. And I'm going to take this one unit of Helmingas, which is a really good archer and sword and shield type unit. And let us begin. Also gave them a catapult, so hopefully they can knock down a hole in my wall. But let us begin. I'm going to fast forward it a little bit here at the beginning. Just that they get into position. And they are approaching here on the right flank, so I'm going to stop that. Move over. And see, so this is the Rohirrim's lowest tier unit. They are armor piercing, which is the only thing that's going to save this. And hopefully they hold up quite nicely, representing a militia raised force. The garrison is represented by the Erdrid and the Riddermark Axemen. I'm going to put them back here to hold the walls. And I have a timer going. Adjust the sound for me just a little bit. So they're really concentrating up here. Now the AI on this map gets a little derpy sometimes of trying to scale the walls and all that stuff. So hopefully with the siege, wherever they start attacking, I'm going to pull the units off the wall and then hold that section with these troops. So, and since they're not attacking with a whole lot of force, I'm going to turn my archers off of fire at will, because they're just going to be wasting ammo at this point. First ladders are up, and they are over the walls. We're killing a few of them. That armor piercing is coming in handy. Figured it would. but they should quickly take control over this situation, I think. Good news is they're going up against my weaker units, but I am outnumbered quite heavily, I might add. Use ceasefire. This is their first wave. Okay, we're doing quite well. We are breaking their first initial wave to get the ladders up on the walls. Where are they assaulting? They're attacking right here? It appears so. So if they're going to do that, then I'm going to bring this unit over there. Yep, they're attacking right there. That's fine. Bring in troops there to hold that junction. You gonna hold that junction right there. And we're slowly moving up. Oh, they get an axe. Ooh, that's cool. Sorry, not sword and shield. The Helmingers are not sword and shield. They are axe and shield, which looks even cooler. Alright, I'm gonna send some troops, reinforcements, to hold the walls. How are we doing? Doing alright. Are carving through me a little bit. Hopefully this will slow them down just a tad bit. That should allow us to retake the walls at the very least. That wall is cracking. It's going to slowly start to crumble. They should launch an assault here. I'm going to stick a spear unit there in shield wall. I will not release these guys to fight until they breach the inner ring. Once they do that, then I will send troops in to hold. And you will do the same. Once they breach the walls, I will pull back as many as I can to hold this breach. Because once the walls, okay, so they are all pulling back. However, they are marshalling in some pikes. Ooh, a whole lot of pikes. Take down those pikes. Those pikes are going to be brutal. If they're just going to send them up, that'll work. That's what I'm talking about. Some decent kills, not great. Ooh, that wall is about to collapse. 55%. They should have enough to breach the walls, you would think. It's slowly collapsing. I tried this with much larger units and scale and doing the movie book version, and my PC can handle it, but the game was not having it. It was just a stuttery, laggy mess. So I think this is about appropriate, and we're doing really well. And then they just bugged out right here and sat there for about 10 minutes. So we are getting there. They're about to breach this wall. They're going to send some pikes in. Alright, so that's what I'm going to do. This is the way to defeat pikes, in case you're wondering. Attack it from 3 different directions. Take 1 unit of axemen. You fall back off the wall. And you Get right there. How are we doing? Not bad. We're about 8 minutes in, 8.5 minutes in, and now they're salting. They're preparing to launch their assault. Once this wall goes down, if it can, are they out? Ooh, they are out of ammunition, so they cannot actually breach it. So that means they're going to draw up a ram and assault there. So I can take my troops, and they can't go this way. So I basically just defend this. I'm going to send another sword unit to defend the wall, or defend the gate, because I know that's coming. You attack there. You attack there. Ooh, more ladders are going up. They're re-assaulting the walls. You. Now they technically could get some ladders up right here. I'm going to pay attention to that. Hopefully they don't, because that could lead to some problems. Alrighty, here they come. See what this looks like from their point of view. Oof, that would have to be scary. Just sitting here, waiting for them to climb over the wall. Big brooding oak orcai in their gray steel plate armor. Oof. That is heavy. Heavy armor. But they will win out. And now the second phase has begun. This is going to be the troublesome, because once they breach this gate, there's not really much that I can do. I'm just going to have to throw lots and lots of men into the fight to hold. Right here we can kind of control them. They're only coming up a couple ladders. I can strategically withdraw if need be. Ooh, they've gotten themselves a foothold. So is that another unit? Oh, yep, they're drip feeding them in. That's going to fall pretty soon. I'll gather up a unit. Where? You. I'm here. Oh, you're out of arrows. You hold that. I think I can use these troops to assault their rear. So what they should be doing is assaulting all along this wall at once. But they're massing here, trying to breach. And they're also waiting for this ram to knock down the gate. Which, I guess that ram's bugged out, and now they're using that ram. I don't know. That's interesting. I've never seen that before. Wow. There's not a lot of them shooting. Because not all of them can shoot. That's why. Helmingas. It's time to abandon. Ooh. Time to abandon the fight. Definitely. You three get ready for... Yep, that. Get up there. They have breached. We need to keep them occupied. I'm going to send another force up. Appears not. If they would have breached, they would have. And there goes the ram. And now, what are we up to? 14% of the enemy killed, 18% of ours. That's not good. Spear line should hold out for a while. I'm going to commit the Rittermark archers. You hold there. Actually, you get right there. Kind of like that. There we go. Ooh, they are not confident in our chances. They are up on the walls. You get ready to hold that because they are about to breach the walls. You down off the walls. You fall back. How are they doing? Ooh, they are chewing through. Do not let them cut us off. I'm gonna have to pull these guys back. You up. You up here. Hurry. Cannot let them cut us off from the keep. Well, looks like it's falling back time. Fall back with everything I have. Oof, it's a little buggy around here. Here's some noises in the background. It's my wife doing stuff. We're actually holding quite well here. How are we doing? So they're just sitting there with their crossbows, so they're bugged out. So really, truly, I need to get over there. Ooh, they've pulled everything they have. You, first course, get thrown into the fight. So this is the AI using the push method to just push their troops forward. And they have breached the gate. And they are just pushing their way in. I so wish I had some archers. sending some archers. Fire on them. Not much, however. Throwing some troops in their way. Probably have to throw another force. That force to block. These two. Are actually holding quite well against what remains of these guys. And they're kind of shooting the crossbow bolts at us. Everybody back to the keep. As they are breaking through. They are breaking through quickly. These orcai, their voices. Throwing everything we have at them. Now, the final house guard. Let's see here. Oh, I know we've lost half of them. 21% versus 39%. So that means since I was at about 2,000, they've lost about 1,500 and climbing. The good news is that they've lost some steam here. This is the bad thing about doing the push tactic, is you leave troops back here that attack you from the rear. And if you just allow these troops to fight it out, the Orcai would have slowly ground me down. It would take them a little while, but they would have slowly done it. Let's see if we can get some good action shots here. The Orcai breaching, pushing their way through using their superior numbers. They are getting there, but they are running out. And I have just closed it, resealed the gap. And this is where now they're still going to push, and they are about to breach. So here's what we're going to do. You. Shift forward. No, I don't want you up there. Trust me, if I wanted you up there, I would have put you up there. Penis. Ooh, we have some retreating. Oh, they're just facing off against crossbowmen. Alright, fall back. They've essentially broken through. The airman axemen have routed. And now they're pushing in. It's gonna be a costly one for them. Very costly. Keep attacking them. How am I doing? Well, I am about about 26 minutes, or not 26 minutes, 6 minutes away. So I just gotta hold 6 more minutes. I got some berserkers. Let some berserkers up against us. And we are going to hold as long as we can. We'll send the Rittermark Axemen. The general call to retreat has been ordered. These men are fighting. Ooh, and you can see the banners as they just fall. Hopefully these men don't fight. Or not fight. Hopefully they don't rout. It's in dire straits right now. And now Theoden decides to ride out. Well, can't exactly ride out because we don't have any cavalry in here. But we shall defend this gate hole to the last. Those berserkers are chewing us up. By the way, this was never meant to be a victory. If I was wanting this to be a victory, I'd have given myself a lot better. More Rittermark Axemen, more swordsmen, more archers to help thin them out. I was merely trying to hold in the time allotted to represent the defenses falling and then the army of Airmere arriving and assaulting. And we're doing quite well. Once they reach the Rittermark Axemen, they're gonna struggle. And they won't push unless those pikemen get up here. We've all fallen back to the center ring. Now that it's not that big ginormous wad that just pushed its way in. Look at the bodies of Orci and humans just littering the landscape. You see up here it's where we broke. They broke and ran. And then they ran all the way up here. And then the guards holding to the last. Enough, none of the elite spear guard has been killed just yet. And I gotta hold out for another 3 minutes. I don't think this is gonna be possible. Speed it up just a little. We got them in a pretty good spot. Where I'll slow it down. Because game time is way different than actual time. Pressing in over here. However, they are pressing us back towards the flag, so they'll fight to the death, basically. Unless they get enough troops in there to switch it. Theoden has not died yet. He'd be on the left flank, so he'd be over here somewhere. But he has not died yet. because he could be pinned up against the wall somewhere. The spears broke. They were smushed up against the wall. All they're going to do is break over here. Doing quite well here in the center, all things considered. No, what's amazing is that in the movie, you see them like get here, and there's like all these Rohirrim troops that are pouring into this middle section, and they don't show this fight. They just cut and then go to them in here, which that's not what have happened. They would have fought here for a while, then pulled back to the inner steps, put Archer, pulled back to the inner steps, been fighting here, and then pulled back with their troops. Oh. 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 They lost their general. It's not going to matter too much. There's too many of them alive to matter. And this is their best troops, so they will not break. So a random arrow shot in the background. Yeah, they're holding out really well, gotta say. We're just racing the clock now. I think we just have about one more minute. Now, the Battle of Helms Deep was only a victory because Aramir showed up with his cavalry. So this would be actually a representation of them slowly getting beaten back. However, we should have had more where they overrun this, then overrun this. But, and time. I think we won. Yep, that's time. Well, I will have already ended the recording, but this is Warrior here signing off. I hope you have a good day whenever you're watching this. And if you'd like for me to recreate any of these other battles, or you have any campaign suggestions, any suggestions about the video, the audio, etc., etc. Thank you for your love and support. Wherever you see views, likes, subscribes. Um, please just know that this is a new channel, and I really would like to grow it and see where this goes, because I do love and enjoy making these videos. Not only what I'm doing right now, but the campaign that I'm doing, which is a Bree campaign, which I'm on episode 2, which will release tomorrow, and then I'll wait and release episodes 3 and 4 later. So